Hi guys, Dr. Stiles here, just checking in and seeing how everyone's week is going. We are hanging in here, keeping our doors open, and we're here to serve you the best that we can. What I wanted to talk to you today about is stress, and I know we touched a little bit on this on my last video, but it's a very stressful time. This is very new territory for us. We haven't had a pandemic in over 100 years, and some things that I'm finding out from this is to give you guys some coping mechanisms. And I think one of the best things we can do for coping is turn off the news. Unfortunately, it's distorting a lot of the true facts, and we get caught up into it. It's human nature. I had some friends that practice in Florida, and they said as soon as they hear about a hurricane is coming, then we're glued to that TV every day, like, okay, how much closer is it, and what's the prediction, and what's the path, and even though this will keep changing, and this may go on for 10 days or 2 weeks prior for the hurricane actually hitting. And so we've almost become that way, and I know I was very guilty of it. Or how about 9/11? I know that I couldn't turn off the TV. I sat around with many of my friends on that day. I do remember it well, and we were glued to the TV to hear any more information. And I think a lot of us are doing the same thing with this COVID-19 virus, is that we're just glued to the TV, and all they have to say on the TV is more death and dying. They're not talking about the people that are testing positive but aren't sick, the people that are recovering. We're not hearing about these numbers, or we're not hearing about all the communities around that have zero incidences of the virus. So that being said, I want to talk to you today about what we can do to handle the stresses that we're under right now. So number one being turn off the news, and number two is finding things that make you happy. Music is very cathartic. It's so good for us to listen to music, whatever kind of music that is. And how about laughter? What was it? I can't remember who it was that said he was diagnosed with some terminal disease, and he said, if I'm going out, I'm going to go out laughing. And so he had rented, at that time it was videos, all these videos of funny movies, and he laughed and laughed and laughed, and he filled his life with just laughter and big belly laughs, and he survived his disease. So there's a lot of endorphins that are released when we're laughing and having, to have the Zoom with your friends and play charades, or play Pictionary. You definitely could do that on Zoom. Do things that make us feel good and laugh. Watch the stupidest, funniest movies, read funny books, tell jokes, get out, really express yourself through laughter. Other things that we can do is we can meditate. Many people do not meditate, and I know I resisted this for the longest time, but meditation is very powerful in that we can just clear our heads, because with all this media, it taps into our left side of our brain, and our left side of our brain is just going to the point of like pure exhaustion, and we're not letting the creative, the right side of our brain express itself. So with meditation, we can slow down the left side and allow the right side to become more present. And that is very positive for helping reduce the stress. Affirmations. I start every day with an affirmation. An affirmation can be just as simple as, I am stronger than this disease. This is going to be a great day. Look at how beautiful this blue sky is. Easy affirmation. You can do it every day and set the tone for how you want your day to go. Instead of, oh my God, more doom and gloom, more people dying, set the tone for your day and let the natural endorphins again release. Visualizations. kind of goes in hand what we just talked about with the affirmation and the meditation. But visualize how you want your day to go. Do you want your day to be happy and filled with happy people and blue skies and warm weather? Visualize it, make it happen. Exercise. Guys, we're not getting outside. We can still get outside. Exercise. I'm doing online exercise classes. I think most gyms, yoga studios, etc. are offering some online free classes during this time. Take advantage of them. There's so many things around the house. If we don't have weights, we could do. You can take a laundry soap, a full laundry soap. That's some weight to it, and you can lift that. Or even just doing isometric, like when you're doing the exercise, actually contract the muscles and feel the muscles work, and you'll be quite surprised, I'm sure, on how much you get out of that, and without any added weight. Sleep. It's another one. We're not sleeping, and we talked about this last time. You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night, you guys. So turn off the computers, turn off the TVs, turn off everything. Go to your room. Make it a cool room too. It helps us sleep, and get your sleep, and try to stick with normal sleeping schedules. So many people are unemployed right now, so days turn into nights and nights turn into days, but try to stay on your normal sleeping schedule. And I think it kind of goes without saying is eat well. That's not the food that can sit on a shelf for 365 days without deteriorating. It's the food, the fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables, the organic meats. This is the food that gives you life. And then water. How much water are we drinking? I just heard on the news this morning, and it was kind of a little bit of a funny, but liquor sales are up significantly in the last couple of weeks, because we're all sitting around home. And we have a lot of families that are sitting around home and trying to manage their children and trying to work, and they're at their wits' end. So as soon as they can put down their work for the day, you better believe they're pouring themselves a cocktail. You guys, we gotta watch it. I'm not saying not drink it, but let's just watch the amount. And also caffeine. Caffeine is another one. We want to really limit the amount that we consume on a daily basis. Pure water. You gotta have it in your body. Reprogram your brain, basically. Reprogram it to think in a different way and reject all the negativity so that positivity comes in. Okay, guys, hang in there, and I'll see you soon.